Hey, listen, everybody can't stick around. Everybody cannot stick around. There is a lot of people in whom we have in our lives who've been in our lives forever. Some of them as long as we have known ourselves. And it's sad to say, but it is true. The reason why we're not able to maximize our full potential in life is because we are still holding on to people that we should have been let go. In order for you and I to receive and maximize our full potential in this life, we have got to be willing to cut some people off. It doesn't mean that we do not love those people. But there are a lot of people who we allow to just stick around in our lives. They're not doing anything. So if we allow them to stay around us long enough, we will begin to see that we're not doing what we need to do in this life. If they are lazy, we will become lazy. If they are doing nothing with their lives, but just hanging out all day long, not doing anything, if they're hanging out all night long, not doing anything, it doesn't mean that they are bad people. But those are not the people that we need in our lives if we want to maximize our full potential in life. I don't know what your full potential in life is. I don't know your life journey. I don't know your life path. But I do know there's a scripture in the Bible that says evil communication corrupts good morals / manners. If we hang out with people who are doing unpleasant things, no matter how much morals we was grown up with, we will begin a lot of times to gravitate towards that. See, a lot of time, there are a lot of people, my brothers and sisters, my Christians brothers and sisters, no matter how strong and how high our standards are, if we begin to start associating with people, it's okay to associate with people. I'm going to back this up. Hanging out with people who do not have the same morals and values that you and I have, we will begin to slowly, because a lot of times the world has a bigger influence on us than we want to admit. So a lot of time we would find ourselves backtracking. We are on a good track. We're doing well for ourselves and our family. But then we hit the wall when we start hanging out with people that we know for a fact that we should not hang out with. Here again, that is not saying that these are bad people, but these are not your people. If you want to go to the next level in this life, in order for us to receive our full potential in life, we have got to cut some people off. We are willing to hold on to people just so we can say, well, we've been knowing each other for the last 50 years. We've been knowing each other for the last 20 years. We went to college together. We was college mate. We was on the same basketball team, men's, the same football team, the soccer team, the baseball team, the swim team, whatever. But it would come a time in this life where we would begin to see, no matter how much we love one another, all of us have a life path in which we have to take. And sometime, at some point on this journey, we will begin to see that we are a hindrance to each other. Because here's the road. The road is like this. But at some point, we might have to start breaking off and going our separate ways. And we have to be okay with that. Not saying that these are good people. Not saying that they think that we are bad people. But at some point in life, we just can't hang out anymore. We just can't. We can always be cordial to one another when we see one another. But at some point, in order for us to grow to the potential that we know that God have blessed us to have in this life, we have got to be willing to let people go on their life path and be glad that especially if they are doing well for themselves and their families. But if we see and if we hear that they are not doing well in their lives because of whatever have taken place. Now we, as their friend that grew up with them on the basketball team, the soccer team, the football team, whatever, now it is our duty is to pray for them. And if we could do anything to be of assistance to them, we should be that for them. But we should not go back hanging around them. We should not. We should not go back hanging around them. But we should always be willing to help someone in their difficult time. But if our life path no longer lined up with each like it used to, we have to be willing to let them go on their way and we go on our way. But we have to learn to cut people off. Love them from a distance so that you and I can get to that next level in life, because in life there are levels to these things. And on each level, we will begin to see that people in whom we love and still love, but they can't go to that next level. They begin to fall off. And we have to be okay, because they're going to be all right. But we have to be okay with the fact that they can no longer go to that next level with us. We have got to learn when it is time to cut people off, cut them off. But always have a love for them and pray for them. But cut them off. This is my moment. This has been a chosen moment. Be blessed and cut them off. Take care.